Who's the guy who conquers death? The mister with the whispers when Mumbo forgets. After introducing Pearl and Gem to say we're settling a continent. Shoulder to shoulder, surrounded by water, beyond which reset, risk your face if you wanna. We live close, we build close, we speak in proximity. Season 8's here today, still in its infancy. Mumbo is saying go, everyone's cheering, suddenly scattering, always unfearing. Though it passed by without Mumbo mentioning, there's a crew, you know who to keep you adventuring. Asuma securing villagers, Pearl on fine architecture, Joe grabbing supplies, ready to throw at the first fools who die. Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. The resupply crew will get you going again. The very first to die, B-double-O, don't cry. Pops and quite chagrin, takes some apples and he flies. Zombie Cleo's next, needs an axe for the road. Geared up and cheered up, she's off with some lows. Gemini Tay appears slain by Jevin, but B-dubs is back before Joe loads the first chest in. Then Pearl's killed by Cleo, who Joe had armed previously. Then Cleo's dead too, per Isco mischievously. Impulse SV got blown up by a creeper, says he won't be back, but how can he be sure? Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. The resupply crew will get you going again. The resupply crew. Asuma laddering a mine shaft. The resupply crew. Pearl egging a shell. The resupply crew. Joe lavaing a portal. Yo, you're immortal, here's a doorway to hell.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy?
Who's the guy who struck his first die encircled suddenly by three of his friends? Tango, Corrales, and B-double-O, all armed and armored to shake down Joe. Threats bacon triplicate fully surrounded. Joe took to the sky with Cobble unbounded. Lava to dump on the brigands below, or on himself. Misdirection, let's go! Heading down to somewhere with coordinates in hand. Bridging and a tunneling connecting flower forest land. Cleo is away, so Joe leaves her a saddle. He hopes as he does she won't use it for battle. Returning to world spawn and lighting his tunnel, he keeps striking lava and dies a whole bundle. And droughts hunting squids, though he tried his best. But no worries, back at world spawn there's a resupply chest. Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. The resupply crew will get you going again. One chest becomes four, labeled in stock. The shell thickens yet with smooth sandstone block. Bushes are placed, ravines are filled in. Also the hermits can keep adventuring. If dying is losing, then living is winning. Episode's done, but the show's just beginning. Pick up some tools, some potatoes and steak, and show 'em you're real, give 'em season 8. The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And tonight, y'all are my live streaming audience. I hope you are here to have a good time today. Welcome, one and all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to have a whole show for you tonight, by which I mean a 1 hour chill stream. But yeah, it has been a whole weekend here. It has been a whole weekend here in Tennessee. And I am definitely looking forward to the week, which really says something. But I've got a lot going on this week that I am excited about. Why is the chat not scrolling? That is a little bit Interesting. Ah, that's why. Okay, sorry. Dealing with some technical stuff, but not technical difficulties. Woo! Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone, to the stream. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that is really neat. That is really neat. Why is that? You know, we'll worry about that. Worry about that later. Okay. Let's just get some stuff going. We gotta place some blocks. Who's online? Just me. Open and streaming. Has CubFan talked about his streaming plans for this week? There's always so much stuff going on HermitCraft that I assume y'all know about, but like sometimes I get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Has CubFan talked about what he's doing this week on stream? Because I was like, I don't know how long a stream I want to do tonight. It's been a really busy weekend. And then I saw what CubFan has going on this week, and I was like, I want to be a part of that. So I'm going to be conserving some energy for that excitement. But, okay, people are saying he has not announced anything. Great! Okay, well then, no reason at all. No reason at all I'm conserving my energy. It's fine. Why is the chat? This is... Oh. Okay, that's why the chat's... Okay. Cool. Okay, yes. I'm just like, I'm looking at the YouTube chat, and I think I put the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat in the opposite place from usual, and my brain keeps going like, something's wrong. I'm like, but what? What is it? And I'm like, oh, that's it. That's it. Okay. Yeah, because Cub sent me a message. There's going to be some fun stuff going on this week, but apparently it's not public knowledge yet, so shh. Be very, very quiet. We're avoiding ruining things. But yeah, Cub has some fun collaborative stuff coming up, is all I'm going to say then. And I'm excited to be a part of it later this week. But not so excited that I will accidentally tell you what it is. Ta-da! Okay, can we get up and over here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. I feel like my audio's a little low. Let's adjust that. Okay, cool. But yeah, it's going to be a big week. I've got a big collaborative stream with several other hermits on Saturday, which I am very excited about, but we can't announce formally yet. That's like, we're going to be playing a different game that's not HermitCraft, but it's myself and several hermits doing something different, and I'm very excited. We got the CubFan thing on HermitCraft this week. We've got Vintage Beef's TCG IRL announcement. I am so excited about that. I don't know if y'all saw Beef's video, but he did confirm in his latest video that there are going to be holographic foil cards for the hermits. For the some of the rares are going to be randomly holographic. I am so excited about that. Yeah, I've got a... This is going to be a really wild week. Lots of fun collabs coming up. So I'm like looking at my energy level after this weekend, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go in strong tomorrow. We're gonna go in strong tomorrow. I'm not gonna push myself. I've still got a bunch of cleaning stuff in my apartment I gotta do before bed. I gotta put sheets on the bed. That's always one of those things where it's like, oh, big cleaning weekend, and then I'm like, I'm ready to go to bed, and then it's like, oh no, now I gotta get sheets on the bed. Will I be signing cards? Yes, I will be signing some cards that will go randomly into the packs. But also, if you get a card that's not signed, if you get a Joe Hills card, I will say, if you get a Joe Hills card that's not signed and you'd like me to sign it, come meet me in person at a convention, and I will write one that says, instead of getting a generic like at Joe Hills on there, you know, the one you get at the convention would be personalized. It would say like, "Howdy, Cop Rosebush, Joe Hills here," right? So yeah, don't stress out that you got to buy a bunch of packs to get the signed card from me, because I like going to conventions and I love meeting people. So you're gonna have chances to get cards signed by me at some point. Fallstar says, Joe, if someone pranked you by replacing all the birch in your pinball machine with spruce overnight, how would you react? Honestly, the inside of a pinball machine is pretty dark, IRL. I'd just be fine with it at that point. Like, I would not bother. It's not worth replacing it. It's not worth replacing it. Game Bob says, lol, still setting up stream. Yeah, you know, people keep asking.
PM, the usual streaming setup. Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Title and tweet for water tank top and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the streaming. So I'll pause, fold in, and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin? After howdy, it's items and chest tools breaking. Pickaxe went poof while talking to you professional Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. So I'll click craft and quick anvil time enchant pick, then I'll replace the books in a random chest with care. I'll tour my winery, I'm sure there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chat swear. Not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
Yeah, maybe we can. Let's go ahead and take down that setting up stream now sign. And I wanted to fly over here real quick and check on Scar's dumpster just to see if Pearl's gotten to those yet. Grumpy Bunny says, is there a possibility for a P.O. box for those of us who can't make conventions? No. If you can't make it, send a friend. You know? But no, I don't, like, you know, we're kind of going with, like, baseball player rules here. You know, if somebody shows up and wants something signed, you sign it for them, but you don't accept it via mail order, because that's how you get, like, weird, like, collector auctioneer things. Like, it's got to be 1-to-1. It's not about the cost, it's about, like, the value to the people who do come out. Looks like Pearl has not cleaned this up yet. Okay, cool. Well, in the meantime, let's fill these in the rest of the way. There's our pinball machine, barely visible in the distance. Greetings to the Philippines, Jason Obedientes. Glad you could join us this evening. You know what I forgot to mention is that this stream is viewer supported, and that tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I should probably post that link here. We are currently 20 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. Oh, wait, I was going to go get Birch. I was like, why was I not going to fly straight back? Because I need to get Birch. 1985 PLC says, next time you're at a Nashville convention, I'll be there plus my kids. Fall Tennessee Game Days is probably going to be my next Nashville thing, followed by Music City Multicon in October. So let me see when Tennessee Game Days is. Tennessee Game Days, fall, they haven't announced the dates yet. Music City Multicon 2023. That's October 29th through 31st. So Music City Multicon. I'm not necessarily going to be like a vendor there, but I'll be hanging out. But yeah, Tennessee Game Days is down in Franklin. So yeah, if you're in Spring Hill, it'll be super convenient for you. And I know the guys who run Tennessee Game Days. It's a great event. It's like truly a local convention run by folks who just want to have people come play games together, you know? Eric, I'm using a mod called the Bobby mod that lets me cache chunks that I fly over. So the thing is, like, let's say that Cleo updated her base. The version that I have on my local hard drive wouldn't show that until I flew over it. But yeah, Tennessee Game Days might happen before the cards actually ship. I'm not, because they haven't announced their dates for but Music City Multicon is, you know, end of October. So I'm hoping. Wait, is that is that their 2022 dates or 2023 dates? 2023, October 27th through 29th. Okay. Yeah, so I had the dates off slightly. Yeah. The 29th through 31st were their 2022 dates. This year is 2023, October 27th through 29th. Okay. It's at the Farm Bureau Expo Center out in Lebanon, Tennessee. So, but basically, yeah, I'm hoping that things ship before Tennessee Game Days, but because I don't know how early their fall event might be, because they might decide, we're gonna do the fall event in August this year, and it's like, well, that's not really fall, you guys. Blurp. I would like to not fall off the side, please. Okay, we were gonna harvest some more trees, I think. Do trees benefit from haste beacons? I might have been low on nether wart at some point. We can get more though. There's a whole. Got another wart cave here. So yeah, let's replant that real quick. Good idea. Haste helps, but you can't insta-mine regardless. Okay, good to know. Yeah, we were getting low on nether wart. Thank you. Well, we could always bone meal to grow them faster if I don't think we're going to outpace. We got enough saplings in the ground here. We're not going to outpace the growing in general. Hey, NJ. NJ Coffee Junkie, how you doing? I saw on Twitter that you won at Sagrada this morning while I was asleep. Good job at that. Okay, Cub is messaging me. Let's see what he's saying. Uh-oh. Where did the message go? Okay, cool. Okay. And she says, we've been doing our taxes for 4 hours now. Save us. Oh, that's the worst. Good luck, NJ. Eric says, are you attending to more than YouTube chat? Yeah, I've got 3 chats going to keep them at a reasonable pace, despite my incredible popularity. Oh, speaking of my incredible popularity, I got to speak to Twin Galaxy's attorney today. Yeah, it turns out I'm definitely not an expert witness. I could apparently under California law get paid as an eyewitness, but it would be $35 plus 20 cents per mile traveled. And the thing is they want to do the deposition over Zoom. So there would be 0 miles traveled. And I was like, at that point, it's not even worth me filing an invoice. Because the other thing is they're like, we prefer not to pay witnesses unless there's like a good reason, because then it makes it look like we're paying you to testify for us, which I mean is literally the definition of what I'm describing. So I'm going to forego the fee. Although I did look at it. If I flew to California for the deposition, they would compensate me $420 for travel expenses, which would cover, like, you know, the flight, but it probably wouldn't cover lodging, and it wouldn't cover babysitting. So I'd still be out, like, a bunch of money to travel to California. So, anyway. So we're going to do that over Zoom in the future. So, yeah, but I also provided the footage I had leading up to the thing I posted on YouTube. Yeah. Hold on. I'm sending Cub fans some messages too. So in addition to the 3 chats that are public, Cub and I are coordinating something for tomorrow for HHH. So you can start there at 1 if you like, or head over at 2. Okay, because Cub fans thing might intersect with HHH. So we're trying to figure out how to coordinate that. In creative mode, everything is Instamind rates Kindleless. That's true. That's true. It's part of some sort of defamation case. Cub is getting back to me. Awesome. La la. I recall the time they found those fossilized mosquitoes, and before long they were cloning DNA. Now I'm being chased by some irate velociraptors. Well, believe me, this has been one lousy day. Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild. Someone shut the fence off in the rain. I admit it's kinda eerie, but this proves my chaos theory. And I don't think I'll be coming back again. Oh no. I cannot approve of this attraction, 'cause getting disemboweled always makes me kind of mad. A huge Tyrannosaurus ate our lawyer. Well, I guess that proves that they're really not all bad. Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild. Someone let T-Rex out of his pen. I'm afraid those things will harm me, 'cause they sure don't act like Barney. And I think that I'm their dinner, not their friend. Oh no. That's Weird Al's Jurassic Park, which continues. Jurassic Park is frightening in the dark. All the dinosaurs are running wild. What a crummy weekend this has been. Well, this sure ain't no e-ticket. Think I'll tell 'em where to stick it, 'cause I'm never coming back this way again. Oh no. Hey, South Carolina Juris Doctorate. Joe, you excited about tomorrow's potential launch? I'm assuming you're talking about the space launch and not like Minecraft Legends or something, because I think that's the 18th, unless it's potentially the 17th, which might be why you're asking it that way. Mima Sweets writes, when I asked about the weekend, did not expect to travel to Jurassic Park gone wrong. I can't do a Mima Sweets voice, so you get that instead. Okay, here we go. Let's go chopping logs now. Good night, Eric. Uh-oh, we are maxing out our inventory here. So we need to place some sticks in that one and some leaves. And then grab these before they despawn. And then we need to fly over to our bed here. Night, night. And we can just sneak out here. Boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum, boom, boom. The warrant, boom, 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 ba-dum, the warrant, boom, 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 ba-dum. Ooh, the chief. Woo, 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 the chief. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Of course, there's other songs from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego that deserve attention, so maybe we should sing some of those. Okay, look at this. We're getting a lot of saplings here. Plenty of saplings. No shortage of saplings, which is fantastic news. Well, she sneaks around the world from Kiev to Carolina. She's a sticky-fingered filcher from Berlin down to Belize. She'll take you for a ride on a slow boat to China. Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Steal their soul in South Korea, make Antarctica cry. Uncle, from the Red Sea to Greenland, they'll be singing the blues. Well, they never Arkansas her steal the Mekong from the jungle. Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? She'll go from Nashville to Norway, Bonaire to Zimbabwe, Chicago to Czechoslovakia and back. Well, she'll ransack Pakistan and run a scam in Scandinavia. Then she'll stick 'em up down under and go pickpocket Perth. She put the miss in misdemeanor when she stole the beans from Lima. Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Tell me, where in the world? Oh, tell me, where can she be? Botswana to Thailand, Milan via Amsterdam, Bali to Mali, Ohio, oh, wahoo! Well, she glides around the globe and she'll flim-flam every nation. She's a double-dealing diva with a taste for thievery. Her itinerary's loaded up with moving violations. Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Tell me, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Tell me, where the world is Carmen Sandiego? Watch your back! Somebody says, Joe, do you remember the song Wearing These Chunks as Cub Fan of the Convex? No. Let's see what else people have to say. Alex Bernstein says, a very lyrical Joe today. Ah! And then also we got our first tip of the stream rolling in from P. Marincac for an even 20. What? Our first tip is our first expansion. Thank you, P. Marincac, who writes, Grow Hills. Oh. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Alrighty. In the meantime, Dave USPS writes, I applied to be on that show. Lady Vaporeon says, I've only ever heard your Cub Fan of the Convex parody of this, never the original. Well, there you go. That's the original there. For those of y'all who want to demonstrate some solidarity with P. Marincac and support the arts, tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills. Boom. We got a lot of birch logs here now. Might as well roll them out. Got plenty of birch logs here now. So I'm gonna go ahead and place them. Oh boy. Let's see. Wow, we're over halfway through this stream. Like I said, we got a big week on HermitCraft. Cub fans got some stuff going on. In particular, I've got a call with my immigration attorney early this week, so I'm really hoping for some good news out of that. But yeah, so I'm kind of saving my energy because this whole week is gonna be a marathon, y'all. And then Saturday, I've got a to-be-announced collab stream playing a game that I have been enjoying for years with several hermits as part of a sponsored stream. It's going to be my first sponsored stream from a game developer. I've done paid streams before, like when I was announcer for the Twitch Rivals thing. So, I mean, I've gotten paid to stream in the past, but, like, this is kind of a really cool thing. So, anything I can do to avoid selling you VPNs, I'm going to try and do. So, yeah. Am I excited to be a playing card? I'm excited to be 2 playing cards. I'm super excited. I'm double excited. Yeah, because there's the rare Joe Hills and the common Joe Hills. And the rare one, I don't think the artwork is finalized on yet. But yeah, there's a... Alex Di Perazzo says, you get paid to stream every day, don't you? I mean, there's a difference between, like, when I stream for y'all, I don't know if it's going to be a paid stream or not. Like, up until 2 minutes ago, I didn't know if this was going to be a paid stream. P. Marinkak made this a paid stream, right? But up until then, like, this could have just been me hanging out for fun for an hour. But, like, it's different when a company is like, hey, we're going to pay you a fair hourly rate. You know, that's, you know, more than I was making as a developer. If it's higher, if it's a guaranteed paid gig, that's a better hourly rate than my freelance billing rate as a developer. Then, you know, that's the whole thing. Thank you to Yubi for tipping MYR30, which comes out to about 7 US abacus beads. Thank you very much. So those are Malaysian... How do you pronounce that? Malaysian ringgits? Ringites? I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't actually... we don't usually get tips from Malaysia. But like, yeah, I used to... When I was in college, my Japanese class had a whole bunch of Malaysian students in it. Because... a lot of the Malaysian engineers wanted to learn Japanese because of, like, possibly working with factories in Japan or collaborating with Japanese corporations in the future. So I think about, boy, yeah, I would say out of, like, a 20-person class, there were probably 9 to 11 Malaysian students there. So it's funny because it's like I met a bunch of people from Malaysia in college, but, you know, they had more important things to do than watch my stream. So thank you, Yubi, for representing Malaysia here today. Okay, so we're just going to go through here like this. Danny Cosplayer says you also have a chance of a holographic. Yeah, but the holographic is, I think, the same art, just with a different, like... I don't think the holographic ones have distinct art. I think they just have distinct manufacturing, right? Like, I think it's the same illustration, but just, like, instead, some of the colors would be, like, knocked out with the holo foil. I'm not sure exactly how it works. But I don't know. Maybe they do have unique art. How do they usually do it with other card games? Are the holographic cards usually completely unique art, or are they just upgrades of the existing art? Alan Star Tips 2, who says, haven't got much to give, but we love you, Joe. Thank you very much, Alan Star. That's going to put us now 11 away from the next Face Camera expansion milestone. Quill says, different print medium, but usually the same digital source file. Is that how... That's how games usually do it? Okay, cool. Manatee Gag says probably to expect the same art. Yeah, that's the thing is I think there's going to be a rare Joe Hills and a common Joe Hills. Alex Bernstein says the Magic the Gathering, they just have the same art but with a foil layer on top. Okay, yeah, that's probably what to expect then. The commons and rares will definitely have different art. Because the commons have, like, small rectangular landscape art, like the cards in HermitCraft. But then the rares have full bleed art that goes all the way out to the edges. So like, let me pull up the page. And I gotta mention, when I talk about this card game, I am receiving a small royalty for being featured in it and working on it. So here, if you go to page 9 here, which I'm linking directly, you can see the Zombie Cleo and the XP Crafted cards that are full bleed. It is pretty rad. So here we go. Let's go ahead and place some blocks. Play some blocks. Yeah, Cleo's card is definitely one of everybody's favorites. Like, the art team Beef has been working with. Well, I say working with. Beef created the art team. The artists were already, like, he didn't assemble them from a kit. They did exist before the game. But Beef found 4 amazing artists to work with him on this, and work for him on this. So I'm very excited. But yeah, everybody agrees that the Cleo card is one of the single best pieces of art that's been released this far. There's more art to come, though. There is more art to come. Jojo says, glad to hear about the royalty setup. It was my biggest concern when I heard about the physical release. Yeah, that was the number one thing that, kind of, that if you're like, some people are like, wait, why did you wait until now to announce this? Well, for one thing, it took time to get the art done. But we needed to make sure that we got in touch with, TFC's family, and we got all of the hermits cool with using the HermitCraft name, and there's just a lot behind the scenes to make this work. But it's working, and I care deeply. I care deeply about fairness, and I have watched this whole process. At least the parts that were public facing toward, like, I wasn't involved with the talks with the artists or whatever, but from what I knew of those, they're also fair. I'm very, very pleased with. I think Beef set this up in a very positive way for everyone involved. A very he was very thorough. He thought of everything. He got it all sorted out. It was a lot of work on his part. And, he was also paying all the artists up front out of pocket before the pre-sale, which is not cheap. Yeah, there was a lot of behind-the-scenes coordination to make sure that everything here was done right. And Beef just he got through it. Daniel J. McGrail says, could I use galloping blocks to place the birch? In theory, I could if this was all already cleared properly. But because it's not, I'm having to swap between a bunch of different stuff on the fly, so it doesn't end up having as much of a benefit. Okay, so this is going to be a whole thing here, huh? Joju says, I'm a little nerdy about legal technical difficulties like this, and I get if you can't answer, but I'm curious if there were any difficulties because of the countries involved. No. The biggest difficulty with international stuff, when you're manufacturing, is getting things into, getting things from the manufacturer to the distributor, and then distributing them internationally. And so the manufacturer here also is handling the distribution. So we don't have to, it might have been cheaper to print the cards in China and then import them and then have somebody local do the sorting into packs and then shipping the packs or whatever. But when you start having to deal with logistics of since COVID, there's been a lot of weird bottlenecks with shipping internationally. Like the fact that we can do the entire manufacturing process within one company, basically under one roof, we're bypassing a lot of that. And then I will say that one of the reasons that we're doing the boxes the way we are instead of mailing individual packs is because of the shipping and handling costs of just dealing with customs. So, for example, it takes the same amount of time to fill out customs paperwork if you're mailing a $3 pack as if you're mailing a $50 pack, right? Or whatever. So, the problem is that the shipping and handling fees for international orders would have been, it would have seemed unfairly high for people ordering like single foil packs, if that makes any sense. So that is definitely something that wasn't a legal requirement though, per se. That was just it seems weird to have something that the shipping fees is more than the purchase price almost. You know what I mean? But I mean, in terms of the tax side of things, every hermit's going to handle the taxes themselves through their existing. Like, we're all making money internationally one way or another, So, like, I get tips from all over the world, and I have to file, stuff about that. But no, we did. There was no real legal factors with the international elements. Hypno actually came up with the name HermitCraft Loopy. Hypno is one of the founders of HermitCraft, and he's the one that pitched the name. Mima Sweets says, for example, and then tips CRC 1,000, which, boy, I think that's Costa Rican money? Yep, Costa Rican colones, which comes out to 2 U.S. Abacus beads. Thank you very much, Mima Sweets. So that puts me 9 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Joju says, I was thinking more along the lines of some hermits having copyright protections under U.S. law versus UK law. Well, licensing works the same basically regardless, right? So the hermits says, hey, Beef, I will exchange the rights to my likeness in the context of the TCG game in exchange for some royalty, right? Die259 in the Twitch chat says, ooh, another Costa Rican, nice. Yep, but Mima Sweets is in the YouTube chat because we got multiple chats here. Chloe the Great and Powerful says, one of the worst things with buying internationally is I find as a consumer is conversion rates. The American dollar is very powerful. Yeah, sorry, Chloe the Great and Powerful. Oops. Hey, welcome, Mr. Lance. Glad you could join us. I hope the reference that the artist used for the Joe is the pool videos. I don't think so. I don't think that's super likely. Yeah, so the copyright laws that y'all are probably talking about involve like fair use, but that's not you don't have to worry about fair use if somebody's willing to straight up sign away their likeness rights to you in a particular context, right? So like so the laws are basically the default handling of copyright absent other agreements. But we're not absent other agreements here. Green Flaming Eyebrows says, are there any issues when it comes to people like Etho, whose skin is a Naruto character? Yeah, that's why we had to have the artist base Etho's card on what he actually looks like, rather than on his Naruto avatar. Now, fortunately, Etho does look pretty close to that character, so we didn't have to go too far, but we're on the right side of the law at least. It's kind of like when people complain about my Steve skin, and people are like, well, how would you make a Joe Hill skin different? It's kind of, that's just what this guy looks like. I don't know. Did you have to do something for Asuma symbol? Yep. We had to base it on what Asuma really looks like and not on his Doom skin. Fortunately, he and Doom Guy, much like Etho and Kakashi from Naruto, look suspiciously similar. So we're going to be okay. Cha-Cha says, I'm learning so much right now. Okay, we need to get the shovel out here. BKJ says, Joe, I know you removed way more blocks, but these last ones are the most satisfying. I'm really glad. Hot Wheels Reviews says, wait, so for Etho's face, for Etho's card, did the artist use a picture of him for reference? Well, that's one of the great things about having artists from all over the world, is we don't necessarily have to send a picture, you know? We can say, hey, when is good for Etho to swing by your studio? He can sit here with a Sudoku book and just model for you. I don't know what Etho actually read. I'm extrapolating a bit here. Etho committed Sudoku? Hey, looks like we got another tip rolling in via PayPal. Let's see who that's from. We got 5 from Alex D. Parazzo, who says, making this stream a paid stream. Thank you, Alex. Woo! Puts us 4 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are 5 minutes away from the end of the stream, so I'm going to call that last call for tips here. Hey, Grammar Nerd. I am doing well tonight. Thank you. How are we not in range of... Oh, I guess we're on the edge, yeah. Hey, we got another tip rolling in. Let's see who it's from. It's from Gabriel. Woo! Gabriel, thank you for tipping 5. That's going to put us 1 past our next face camera expansion milestone. Here we go. It's time to say, expand Joe. Do-do-do-do. That puts us 19 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome. Oh, I already said last call for tips. I'm not going to post the link again. Sorry. I really should have put a beacon over here. I'm regretting that now. Well, let's just get some... Yeah. Get some haste for this bit here, and then we can close that part out. Somebody says, I just realized the stone is where the bottom of the ocean was originally. You cleared a lot out. Yep, I sure did. Well, thank you, Gabe, then, for your tip. Yeah. If it shows, I just kind of read what's there unless somebody writes a note that says, call me blank, you know. But now we know you're the real Gabe. And not Gabe Faker. You're Gabe Real. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Nope. Wrong. Do. Ah. Looks like I have a slime chunk under the table. You might think that, but I couldn't possibly comment. Okay, so we put that there. Put that there. Then we fly down to here, and I think we should be able to put those there. Boom. Dang it. Dang it. Night, night time. Gonna lay my head down and dream. La da 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 da. Alrighty. We are at the 1 hour mark for our 1 hour chill stream, so it's probably about time to get going. I know I gotta go finish my chores. So I can lay my head down and dream. Gotta go finish cleaning the kitchen, gotta put sheets on the bed, got a few things to knock out. So let's see who we can read. Twitch.tv/directory/following. Bum ba dum ba dum bum. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. What game is that? That's a tech check stream, so I don't want to raid that because that's kind of rude in case something is really broken. Oh, hey, it looks like Flipstream is playing Deadpool. Why don't we go ahead and raid Flipstream? Our raid messages. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hill's raid here. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Thanks so much for hanging out this evening. Until next time. Oh, wait, did I say it was me? I'm so tired. I think I need to say, keep adventuring. That's the part I say now. I'm so tired. So tired. Did I stop the stream? I don't think